I was wondering, the last time you went to Denmark, it was in November last year.
You were supposed to.
Yeah, I know.
That was the truck strike.
Yeah. Do you remember that day?
Yes, I do. I was really disappointed because, and I'm not just saying this to kiss your ass or to kiss the people here in Denmark, but I really like Scandinavia. Being that I'm a half Icelandic and half Russian, it just seems to me like these are my people. I mean, these are the people that I feel comfortable with. I mean, not that I look Scandinavian, but I just like how things are done here. So when I was told that we would not be coming to Denmark, I was really, disappointed because I heard that the show was going to be sold out. And I was like, oh, our fans are going to hate us now. They're going to think that we just blew them off. But there was a stupid truck strike in France, and it somehow made its way to Denmark. And we were afraid of A, not being able to make the show at all, and then B, not being able to get out of the country after making the show. So we knew that we would have to make up the up the show at some point, which I don't mind, and that's why we're here tonight. And lastly and leastly, I hate days off. I think they're really boring, and so that was just. Where do we have a day off after that? I forget. Maybe in Austria, was it? Something like that. And it was really cold. It was overcast. Just not a nice day. And I had broken my foot last year. A case fell on my foot, and I couldn't walk around anyway. So I was just in this hotel room watching shows in German and Russian and shit like that, trying to learn curse words in every language. I learned none.
Okay.
Couldn't tell which ones are the curse words.
Okay. But what did you do that day off when you were supposed to be in Denmark?
Austria? I think I went Christmas shopping. Do never ever go Christmas shopping in Austria because it is so incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it till I went to the store and I was limping around my broken foot, hating the world and just being in like a lot of pain. It's bored out of my mind. And I went and I got my sisters some stuff. I have 5 sisters back home, and I got my mother something, and that's really the only people I shop for.
So you don't have any girlfriends that you want to buy for your sisters? Yeah.
There are some special women, that I like, but we kind of have an understanding that when the band comes through their city that I'd like to spend time with them, but it's not like we exchange gifts or birthday presents or anything. We just like to make each other feel really good at the moment. But I did have a girlfriend up until about 2 years ago. It's just when we started touring a lot, she couldn't handle it, and now we're kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen.
Your image or the way you work on me is like a very emotional person, but very, very dark. And talking to you here is so much different from what I actually imagined. Actually, I saw you yesterday on MTV,
Yes.
but by accident. I never watch MTV, but
I was on TV by accident. I just happened to walk in there because they made a wrong turn, and I walked into the studio and the camera's on, so I sat down and made myself at home.
Okay, but I saw you there, and I thought to myself, what nice guy he is. I hope he will be like that tomorrow also when I'm going to interview him. But it's very different from what I thought you would be.
The main purpose of this band for me is psychotherapy, or maybe I should call it sonic therapy, because when something's bothering me, the way that I like to exercise these demons, my demons, is through writing songs, to put my feelings into these little tunes, and then like to hear my problems at 140 decibels, screaming my head off, really makes me feel a hell of a lot better. And whereas most people have to be miserable for free, we get paid for it. So we're just turning pain into profits, But my point being is that the world sees such a small part of me. There are some people, when they have problems, maybe they go to psychotherapy, maybe they're on Prozac, which I am anyway, or maybe they'll do something stupid like, beat their girlfriend up or hurt somebody or something like that. I don't like to do these things, and so it just gets put into the music instead. So, you know, the world sees a fraction of me. They see a side of me that I hate. I mean, I don't like this part of me, like, you know, feeling shitty about myself and, you know, being depressed, which I'm not depressed all the time. You know, people think I'm so suicidal that I've got a razor blade in my wallet, you know, ready to go the next time I get my heart broken. But I can't get my heart broken anymore because the last person who broke my heart also took it with her. So it's gone.
Okay, it's just like you wrote on the cover for Bloody Kisses, I think. Yeah,
exactly.
So, but you're very emotional, and
well, I think that I am, but I'm also a passionate person. I like to feel things very deeply, and there are very few things that I feel passionate about. You know, I like art, I like music, I like women, of course not in that order. You know, anything that appeals deeply to the senses. You know, that's what I'm attracted to, whether it's touch or taste or smell, anything like that. Yeah, exactly. You know, poetry is nice.
Yeah. Talking about love, how would you describe love?
I don't know about here in Europe, but it seems like love back in the States is, like the word love is so overused. You know, people say that they love everything or they love each other so much. When I use the word love, it is such an extreme emotion. It should never be misused. When I love someone, I will do anything for them. I want to die for them and I want to die with them. You know, when I love a woman, I think of ourselves as two candles that are burning together that just kind of melt into each other and just become like one puddle of hot wax. Like you really can't tell who is who or what's what, and just become one.
Do you write a lot of poems yourself, or is it just lyrics for those songs you make, or do you write poems separately?
Never write poetry. I mean, generally, everything that I write, I dislike immensely. And the lyrics for the songs are the very last thing to be done. Usually, while I'm sitting on the toilet, before going to the recording studio to do vocals, I'm trying to just like, oh shit, you know, what rhymes with light bulb, you know, or something like that, and just trying to get on with it. And then even as I'm recording, like I'm reading the lyrics that I just started changing. Oh, you know, back to tape up, let me try this instead, and erasing something. And there are times that I will come back like a month later and think of something totally different that I feel is better, and we'll just redo it.